Alright, headed back out. Eat lunch. Visited with Papa a little bit. Visited, yeah, so Papa came up, he was just leaving his buddy Dave's. Had a couple things, had to have Dave weld a couple things. And he was coming back down 57, he called, he's like, what site are you? And he knew we were camping. He's like, what site are you? And I said 19. He's like, well, I'm just passing, you know, the pavilion right now, or whatever the fuck he said. I was like, all right, give me a minute, I'll find you. He's like, okay. So he ended up meeting me in the campground, or we ended up running into each other at the map. And then, yeah, so sun keeps coming out and disappearing, so it might be, you know, partially sunny day, you know, which is gonna be a decent day then, you know, be somewhat decent than somewhat decent temp wise. You know, I had my flannel on this morning and I took it off because I started getting warm. I thought about putting it back on, but whatever. He's leaving. You know, whatever. And I thought about putting it back on because I was going to be riding. I know, and then, but whatever, I'm not gonna, which I'm thinking about going to Red Rocket in a little while anyway, so it would have been great if these fuckers in the motorhome would have been leaving. You know, I had to go in and help Mom get the slow cooker out because we're gonna be doing chili for supper tonight. And because Papa, like I said, Papa was here. He's the only grandfather I have left. And he's the one on my mom's side. So Grandpa was Dad's dad. And, you know, so up until Grandpa passed, you know, so because I thought Papa, so up until Grandpa passed, I always had both my grandparents on both sides. You know, both my grandmothers go with both my grandfathers. You know, and then I always called Grandpa, which is Dad's dad. You know, so Dad's dad I always called Grandpa. Mom's dad I called Papa. And then Nana is my mom's mom. My grandmother on my mom's side, and then Grandma is my dad's mom. So I still have Grandma. So when I know I told you guys in the past, but everybody that's new, Grandma is my dad's mom, Nana is my mom's mom, Papa is my mom's dad, And then Grandpa was my dad's dad, you know, and Grandpa's no longer here. So I thought Papa was gonna stay for a little while, so I would grab my other whip, you know, for the new set that I'm working on, which I'll just get orange done right, you know, knocked out right away for the whip heat shrink color, because I ordered orange, you know, because I ordered, I think it was a foot in total of each size, because I needed a certain size to you know. Please tell me they left. Yeah, they're gone. Good. You know, because I needed a certain size for the little set that I just did. I could do that. I could. Then I just gotta go grab the other camera when when the one battery dies. Which, where that little tent is, Jacob was there too. Although I could do that now. I just don't know if that group that I passed is coming in here. You know, where I could use the, I gotta think it through. I gotta still do that spot sheet yet too, or that spot. I was gonna say I could use the cross tour, but I don't think I grabbed the dry case. Time is it? Yeah, I'm 12:57. So probably about 1:30 or so, maybe 2 o'clock. I'm gonna go to Red Rocket. Fucking pansies here again. So we literally just got done eating too. And probably the last time I ride down that this year. Which I know they're not going to be really blowing that trail out, because you know, the one that's back here, that I got a little bit of a video on. You know, I know they're not going to blow it out this year, you know, because we're in the last weekend and they don't care, you know, if it gets cleaned or not, because, you know, it's going to be dirty. Like, you know, what I mean by dirty is full of leaves again. You know, by way after the season's done, so I'm actually going to hit that spot. Thank you, sir. You know, I just figured I'd be polite about it. He's letting me through. You know, he's really polite, you know, so I'm, you know, because the camp host, I came back, you know, because I was walking